Chapter 12. The Abyssal Ascension. The battlefield was no more. The world had unraveled, swallowed by the endless darkness that the dark night had become. His form was no longer confined by mortal flesh. He was a being of pure abyssal energy, his armor a shifting mass of black void and ethereal fire. The Grand Paladin stood before him, battered and broken, his golden armor tarnished and cracked. His divine sword trembled in his hands, its once blazing radiance flickering like a dying star. "This is not power," the Paladin whispered. "This is annihilation." The dark night now. The abyss incarnate tilted his head, his hollow, burning eyes fixed upon his former adversary. His voice, once human, now echoed with the abyss itself, a chorus of countless forgotten souls. Power is neither good nor evil. It simply is. The Paladin gritted his teeth and raised his sword. "Then I will strike you down, even if I must burn with you." Chapter 13. The End of Light. The Paladin lunged, pouring the last remnants of his divine strength into a single strike. His blade, now a spear of pure celestial energy, surged forward, aimed at the dark night's core. For a moment, time itself seemed to stop. Then, with effortless grace, the abyssal knight raised his hand. Shadows coiled and twisted around his fingers, forming a tendril of infinite darkness. With the mere flick of his wrist, the divine attack was consumed, its holy radiance extinguished as if it had never existed. The Paladin's eyes widened in horror. Impossible. Abyssal chains erupted from the void, coiling around the Paladin's body, lifting him into the air like a broken puppet. The knight stepped forward, his form casting an all-consuming shadow over the last beacon of light. "Your gods abandoned you the moment I surpassed them." With a final crushing grip, the chains tightened. The Paladin let out a final cry before his body shattered into dust, his divine essence devoured by the abyss. The last light of the world had fallen. Chapter 14. The Abyss Unchained. The sky collapsed. The land crumbled. The cosmos itself bowed before its new master, the abyssal knight, no longer bound by the constraints of mortality, ascended beyond the realms of gods and men. He stretched his hand toward the heavens, and they trembled. What need was there for a sun when his darkness could fill the sky? What need was there for life when he could unmake and reshape existence in his own image? A new world would rise, not of order or chaos, but of eternal, boundless abyss, a realm where the whispers of the void would be law and hit sovereign. Epilogue, a new beginning. In the void beyond time, something stirred. The abyssal knight stood upon the edge of existence, staring into the nothingness he had created. Yet, within the infinite darkness, a flicker of something unexpected remained. A memory, a name, his own or something else. For the first time since his ascension, he hesitated. And in that hesitation, a single, quiet voice whispered through the void, "Are you still there?" The abyss did not answer. Yet, in the endless dark, something shifted. Perhaps this was not the end after all, the end or a new beginning.